there. This is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? I've come back to this brilliant maps book for another ASMR video. And this video should hopefully be very relaxing. But if I can also make it interesting, for those of you like me who are probably awake at 1 AM, a bit bored, can't sleep, fed up, turned on YouTube, and now here you are watching this video. So this is a maps for 1 AM when you should be fast asleep. Hopefully I can help you out with that. Okay, I totally love this book. Apart from the colour coding, and it's a bit random and confusing at times. Apologies if I repeat one from a previous video in this series, but my memory is horrific. I just wanted to show you this map to begin with. So these are the US states overlaid on areas of Europe with equal populations. So my country of Wales is apparently the same population as Utah. California is half of England, with the northern half and Scotland, and a portion of Northern Ireland as Florida. They've sort of missed out this part of Northern and Republic of Ireland. But the states so this is really amusing because these are quite low population areas in the Republic of Ireland, because Dublin is like Heurish, which is where something obscene like 30 to 40% of all of the Republic of Ireland's population lives. So this includes the west with Galway. That's the same population as North Dakota. The centre is the same as Vermont, and the southwest as Alaska, and the southeast as Alaska, and the southwest as Washington DC. Quite surprised about that one. Okay, so you got Denmark, which has been split into 4, so not including the northern peak there. This part of Jutland is Nebraska's population. Maine, with the island of Odense and the middle part of the mainland, and the part that sort of covers a little bit of Germany as well as Denmark, Arkansas. And the island where you can find Copenhagen, the capital, is the same as South Dakota. West Virginia is the and it's so small I can't even see it. So apparently the Netherlands and what seems to be a bit of Belgium is the same population as Texas. Maryland is this part of France. Puerto Rico, that I think is, I want to say that's Normandy. And then Brittany is the same as Iowa, and sort of inner Brittany is Oklahoma. Massachusetts all the way down here with Bordeaux is. The south coast is Wisconsin. South Carolina is where sort of, I believe, Nice and Monaco and all those places. Or maybe that's, oh yeah, and Hawaii is more Italy. Idaho. Now, is this Sardinia or Sicily? I always get them mixed up. Sicily, Sardinia, I think this is Sardinia. New Jersey is the same of most of the northeast of Spain, including where Barcelona is located. And Arizona is this section here with Alicante and Valencia, but not where Madrid is, I believe. And New Mexico is like the north coast, Delaware, I think Santander is around here, and Galicia base here is Mississippi. So Portugal not included in this, nor Madrid, Seville. So what's the blue then? Is that North Carolina or is that the green? I don't understand that one. Indiana is going off into, like, I want to say Slovenia, and has Venice in it. Louisiana north. I'm trying to think where that would be in Italy. Because this is where, like, Torino and Milan are, and Genoa. And then going down to Rome and Napoli, you've got Georgia. New Hampshire is the opposite coast, and part of the boot is Tennessee. And then you've got in Germany quite a lot. So Michigan, Minnesota, Virginia, New York, Missouri. Yeah, New York, that's where, like, Dortmund, Cologne, all of those areas are. A very, very densely populated area of Germany. And I think there's a sliver of maybe the Netherlands that should be in that section as well. Ohio, Oregon, Wyoming, Montana, Missouri, Illinois, Ohio, Connecticut, Alabama, so we're around Switzerland, and Austria, Rhode Island, Connecticut, and then northern France, Colorado, Nevada, mid-France. I would say that's near Washington, is near Lyon. Washington State. That's very interesting. Quite surprised about some of those. I thought California, for example, would be a lot more, but I suppose London is has a massive population. Oh, I referenced this in my last video. So 50% of Canadians live south of the red line. While the 49th parallel is often thought of as the border, the vast majority of Canadians, roughly 68%, live below it. And more than 50% of Canadians living south of 45 degrees 42 north, the red line. Toronto and Montreal, Canada's biggest and second biggest cities respectively, both lie just below the line, as does Ottawa, the capital and fourth largest city. And I was saying in the previous video that actually this southernmost tip here is actually more to the south than the tip of California, which is like just to the north of it, on the curvature of the earth. This is a scary one. I did a video previously, like 2 months ago, saying that Tokyo was the largest city, the most populated city, most populous city on the planet. Countries and overseas territories with smaller populations than Greater Tokyo. Now, am I assuming this is... I'm trying to think what Tokyo's population is. So, this isn't combined, this is just in general, right? So Portugal's got a population of like 5 million or something, so that's less than Tokyo. Ireland, similar, is about 4 million. Sweden's 10. Norway's about, I went off the top of my head, maybe about 3 or 4. Denmark is about 5. Netherlands is like, I thought the Netherlands is 25 million. Is that less than Tokyo? Belgium is around 10-ish. Switzerland, Austria, Romania, Canada, Greenland, Iceland. Lots of states, countries in Africa, Morocco, for example, Mali. Not Egypt, surprisingly. Sudan, South Sudan, Somalia, Madagascar. Not South Africa. Australia, so there's fewer people living in Australia than there are in Greater Tokyo. Bearing in mind, Greater Tokyo is not just the city limits, but also the metropolitan area outside, which is absolutely massive. New Zealand, Chile, Venezuela, Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, Paraguay, Uruguay, most of Central America and the islands. That's crazy. Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Syria, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, North Korea, Cambodia, Laos. Malaysia has a smaller population, well, Papua New Guinea, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, etc., etc. Oh, I've looked into this fact. Average female height worldwide. So I read somewhere that Bosnia and the Netherlands joint has the highest female height. But they are saying they don't have the data from Bosnia on this particular one, by the looks of it. Yeah, no data is in grey. So I read somewhere that joint, so the tallest men, oh no, actually I got it mixed up. So the tallest men are in Europe are joint, or in the world, are joint between the Netherlands and Bosnia, and the women are the Netherlands, like outright. So, let's see. It says Swedish ladies and Norwegians are quite tall as well. Seems to say like in Greece they're quite tall. Where are the shortest? China, Indonesia, and Bolivia, apparently. And as you'd expect, Germany, Denmark, Poland, France have got quite tall women by all accounts. Britain less so, we're sort of like average. This is the average male height. So indeed, this does show that Bosnia is right up there, along with Croats, Serbs, the usual suspects of Scandinavian countries, Denmark, for example, Netherlands, Iceland. US and Canadian men are quite tall. Russians, yeah, famously they're quite tall. Australians are quite tall, as are Kiwis. But less so in, again, Indonesia. They're coming out as consistently a very short country, as are Bolivia. Interestingly, it seems like the Hispanic peoples are quite short. So the Latin, apart from Italy, you've got Romania is quite short. Portugal, Spain, not so much France, but they're shorter than the Germans. Mexico, Cuba, Brazil, Colombia, Argentina, Chile, Uruguay, Peru, and also India, and Sri Lanka, and Vietnam. This is a hot topic. Countries with the largest immigrant populations. So the darkest colour is 50%, more than 50%, and the lightest colour is less. So China is less than 1%, as in Mongolia, India. What else? We got Bangladesh and Algeria, Morocco, Brazil, Mexico, Indonesia, Malaysia, Papua New Guinea. The darkest ones look like the States, Kazakhstan, really, Kazakhstan, Australia, New Zealand, and then Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, high number in Switzerland, Austria, Serbia, Greece, France, Spain, less so in Portugal, the UK and Ireland, Canada is much darker than even the US. Lowest, including Brazil, are Colombia, Peru, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, Cuba. Kazakhstan I'm interested in. Maybe that's Russians, technically speaking. Also Ukraine and Belarus, quite high numbers. I wonder who the migrant population are in Serbia. Maybe Bosnians and Croats? Not sure. Similarly, percentage of people born in Europe living abroad. So the light blue colour is 0 to 4%, and the darkest colour is 36 to 50%, which is Bosnia and Albania. Up to 50% of their population is living abroad. What? Quite high numbers in Romania and Bulgaria. Also in Lithuania and Latvia. And Ireland. They do travel very well, the Irish. I think there are quite a lot of Irish, not just in the European Union, but also in the UK, where we have a freedom of movement agreement, which predates the EU. Quite a lot. Also in Portugal, but I didn't know about that. The Portuguese. You find lots of Portuguese in Spain, France, Germany, and the UK is lots in London. And then 5 to 10% in this area here of the Netherlands, Germany, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Austria, Slovenia, Switzerland, Italy, and Greece. I don't know what colour. Is that a high colour? Yeah, 21 to 25% in Montenegro. Serbia, Poland, Ukraine, and Estonia are in the sort of, I think it's 11 to 15% range. Largest source of imports by country. So Greenland gets a lot of imports from Denmark, which it's a part of. Iceland is from Germany by the looks of it. The UK gets it from Germany, but Ireland gets it from the UK. France and Spain get it from Germany. Germany themselves get their imports from Holland, or the Netherlands, excuse me. Norway, Denmark and Sweden from Germany. But Belarus and Lithuania and Latvia from Russia. Most of these Baltic countries here from Germany. Turkey from China, Russia from China, Mongolia from China. Portugal from Spain. Morocco from Spain. Algeria from China, apparently, as are Egypt. Mali get theirs from Senegal. Senegal get theirs from America. Lots of Chinese down here. Sudan from the UAE. Somalia from India. And all of these countries in the south from South Africa. Saudi Arabia from China. And Iraq from China. Iran from the UAE. Afghanistan from Iran. All of these including India and Pakistan from China, Bangladesh, Thailand, Vietnam. But Indonesia get this from Vietnam, apparently. Oh no, hang on, that's China. Sorry. Australia from China, but Papua New Guinea from Australia. New Zealand from China. China get theirs from South Korea though, and North and South Korea and Japan from China. And then into the Americas, you've got Canada get theirs from the States, but the States get theirs from China. Mexico also get theirs from the States, as do all of Central America. Colombia, Venezuela, Brazil, and Ecuador. Peru, Bolivia, Paraguay, Chile, and Uruguay all get theirs from China. Argentina get theirs from Brazil, but Brazil get theirs from the States. A cheeky little China here though in Cuba. Oh, Turkmenistan get theirs from Turkey apparently. This one for me. Europe's most successful football teams. Which teams have won the most league titles in each European country? So the colours are, I'm never going to be able to see this in the dark, but you've got 5 to 10 wins up to 30 plus for the dark green. So in Scotland you've got Rangers, Linfield in Northern Ireland, Dundalk in Republic, Manchester United in England and the New Saints in Wales. Real Madrid in Spain, Benfica in Portugal, Saint-Étienne in France, Juventus in Italy, Young Boys in Switzerland, Austria Vienna in Austria, Bayern Munich in Germany, Ajax in the Netherlands and Anderlecht in Belgium, Jeunesse Esch in Luxembourg, Copenhagen in Denmark, Malmö in Sweden and Rosenborg in Norway. I think, are these HJK? Helsingin Jalkapalloklubi. Flora in Estonia, Skonto in Latvia and Kaunas in Lithuania. Bate Borisov in Belarus and Dynamo Kiev in Ukraine. Wisła Kraków in Poland, Sparta Prague in Czech Republic, Slovan Bratislava in Slovakia, Ferencváros in Hungary, Maribor in Slovenia. Then we've got Sudinski Mostar in Bosnia, Dinamo Zagreb in Croatia, Red Star Belgrade, Crvena Zvezda in Serbia, Sutjeska in Montenegro. We got Vardar in North Macedonia, Tirana in Albania and AEK in Athens in Greece, Galatasaray in Turkey, CSKA Sofia in Bulgaria, FC Steaua Bucharest, SB in Romania, Sheriff Tiraspol in Moldova. Have I forgotten anyone? I don't think so. They didn't share Cyprus though. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I think it's time for you to go to sleep now. And I hope you found this video at least interesting, but more importantly, I hope you found it very relaxing. Don't forget to click on the like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you're not, then join me on Patreon for extra exclusive videos and early access to every video on this channel. Info below. Even if you join as a free, you still get some free stuff, so may as well do that. And if you're going to pay, just pay on the lowest tier, because you get the same as everyone else. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and